शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा 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 हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
सोमेश्वरा शिव सोमेश्वरा 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 हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
जटाधरा शिव जटाधरा 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 हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
विश्वेश्वरा शिव विश्वेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
विश्वेश्वरा शिव विश्वेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
विश्वेश्वरा शिव विश्वेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
विश्वेश्वरा शिव विश्वेश्वरा
गंगाधरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
गंगाधरा शिव गंगाधरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय जय 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 देवी जगदम्बा 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 संकट हरिणी मंगल करणी संकट हरिणी मंगल करणी संकट हरिणी मंगल करणी
khantas, the khantis, the bells, the shankh, all of these, so that we can sound for the arati. Jai Ambe Gauri, Maya Jai Shama Gauri, Tumko nish din dhyavat, Tumko nish din dhyavat, Hari Brahma Shivhari, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Bolo Jai Ambe Gauri, Maya Jai Shama Gauri, Tumko nish din dhyavat, Tumko nish din dhyavat, Hari Brahma Shivhari, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Mang Sindura Virajat, Tiko Jagmagato, Maya Tiko Jagmagato, Ujjwal se do naina, Ujjwal se do naina, Chandra Vadanani ko, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Jai Ambe Gauri, Maya Jai Shama Gauri, Raktambar Raje, Maya Raktambar Raje, Rakta Pushpa Galamala, Rakta Pushpa Galamala, Kanthan Par Saje, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Jai Ambe Gauri, Maya Jai Shama Gauri, Tumko nish din dhyavat, Tumko nish din dhyavat, Hari Brahma Shivhari, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Maya Kharuni Jan Sevat, Tinke Dukh Hari, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Jai Ambe Gauri, Maya Jai Shama Gauri, Tumko nish din dhyavat, Tumko nish din dhyavat, Hari Brahma Shivhari me Gauri, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Om Jai Ambe Gauri, Om Jai Ambe. And you can repeat after me as we offer our Namaha to Divinity. Om Shri Ganesha Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Param Atmane Namaha. Om Shri Param Atmane Namaha. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Namo भगवते वासुदेवाय
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.
We chant together the next set of mantras. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayani Mantra Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Mahalakshmi Namostute Mahalakshmi Namostute. Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute. Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute Swaha Swadha Namostute Swaha Swadha Namostute. Om Dum Durgayai Namaha. Om Dum Durgayai Namaha. Om Dum Durgayai Namaha. Boliye Jagadambe Mata Ki Jai. So we continue offering our salutations to Divine Mother. This is well known, this collection of verses from the Devi Mahatmya. If you can't chant any of the lines, there is one common word that comes again and again. Namastasyai. What is that word? Namastasyai. Namastasyai. So again and again to the Divine Mother, we offer our salutations as we praise her different forms. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vishnumayeti Shabdita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Chetanitya Bhidiyate Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Daya Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shanti Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Kanti Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shraddha Rupena Samstita
Namastasयै, 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 Namo Namaha. Namastasयै, 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 Namo Namaha. Namastasयै, 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 Namo Namaha.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता
नमस्तस्यै, 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 नमो नमः. 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 नमस्तस्यै, 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 नमो नमः.
बोलिए जगदम्बे माता की जय. हर हर महादेव. Namaskar everyone. Jai Jagadambe. Jai Devi Ma. On behalf of this very beautiful family sitting in front of me, Umesh and Cindy Kallu and their families, which is really all of you. So we are offering welcome to our own selves. That's beautiful also. So on behalf of both Cindy and Umesh and their families, and including Mom and Dad, I was supposed to find out if you all say Ma or Pa or Mami or Papi or Mommy and Daddy. All right. And I discovered today their names are Ram and Sheila Kallu, and they are the elders of the home here. So I am very happy to be here and very happy to welcome all of you on their behalf on this, the first night of 3 nights of Devi Yajna. And this is the 3rd night of the Chaitra Navratri. So we are starting on the 3rd night of this very auspicious period. And I know there are many things, many other probably more enjoyable, more interesting things that you probably could have been doing at this time. But we appreciate you sharing your precious time with us to come here tonight, because life gets very busy with many things. So your presence and your efforts here, those who are present, people joining us from many places across the world, and we acknowledge the technical team who they are making this possible for those who can't be here. So Suswagatam, welcome everyone. Jai Jagadambe. So when I asked Umesh and Cindy during some of our talks and planning, informal talks and planning, why they wanted to do this yagya, I never really got a reason. I was thinking there must be some secret occasion or something that they are not sharing or telling me, because usually when a family or when someone decides to host and organize an event like this, it would be for some very special occasion, for some landmark event in one's life, maybe a birthday or an anniversary or some special achievement for success, a memorial. Maybe it's the secret date that we never knew about, the first meeting. I don't know, but their reply really was that we just want to have yagya. We want to have yagya in our home with our family and friends, to give thanks and to worship Divine Mother during this Navaratri. And I thought that this is something so admirable. Actually, this morning Raviji and I were having this conversation, because he called to find out what is the occasion, why are they having this yagya? And I said, Raviji, there really is no big special occasion except that they just want to have yagya, to worship. And I was telling him it's like Tulsi Das Baba at the beginning of the Ramcharitmanas, in the collection of the invocation mantras called Mangalacharan, which we traditionally chant before Ramayana Yagya. In the last verse, the 7th verse of the Mangalacharan, he says why he is composing Ramcharitmanas and why he is worshipping and telling the katha of Sri Rama. Swantaha Sukhaya. Those are the 2 words he uses. Swantaha Sukhaya. I am doing this for my own joy. I am doing this for my own self-fulfillment, okay? For my sharing and celebration with those who are near and dear to me. So hosting a yagya for this reason is very commendable. So we often forget the importance of expressing gratitude when we are progressing and when we are doing well in life with all the little blessings that surround us daily. We can't forget that we should be grateful. But it also reveals the moral upbringing of the home and of the family. Our word is sanskar. What's that word? Sanskar. When you have a good, nurturing value system, you are service-oriented, you are worship-oriented, you are very conscious of what needs to be done. So good sanskar in this home and this family. And I know that because I know many members of the family, and I also have some new chelas who joined my group of shishyas. And the yagya also, it's a dharmic duty. Not a dharmic, a dharmic duty that is being fulfilled through yagya. Because when one has the capacity and the wherewithal to organize and to propagate and to rally support for any dharmic event, we must do so. What is going to happen tomorrow? Where are you going to be tomorrow? Do you know? Yeah. We all hope every one of us will be right here and more people. But we really don't know. So when we get the opportunity and we can do something good, do something uplifting, do something for family and for community, do that and do it as best as you can. So we pray that yagyas like this will flourish because it is our yagya system. It brings family together. It brings satsangis together. It brings the community together. And there is sharing and learning. And our world needs this right now. We need uplifting, positive vibrations. We need sharing. And we need learning. And all of this that I have shared and explained, it is well in keeping with what is at the core, at the center of Navratri, because it is about dharmic living. Navratri, all the Devi Kathas, they teach us about dharmic living, about expressing Dharma and doing Dharma through everything that we have to do. So we will see some of this as we move along over these 3 nights, because we will see how Divine Mother, how Devi manifests, why she manifests, and what she does. How does she destroy a dharma? What is required? What is expected of us? So at the very beginning of the yagya, I welcome you and I commend the family for this effort, and may all the resources and all the efforts of everyone, may it bring great success and blessings. I also acknowledge, before we get to Pravachan, all the elders who are here, who are present, elder to me, and all the gurus who have taught me and who continue to mentor me. So, Gurave Namaha. Now that all of those acknowledgements and the first night protocols are over, we'll move on now. Every night, before Katha starts, we'll sing one bhajan together. And I chose this bhajan because it's a little vibrant. Okay, it's a little vibrant. It can get one involved in clapping and singing. It's easy to follow. And this time that we will spend in learning and sharing through this bhajan, I ask you and I invite you to open your minds, your thinking. Let your thoughts be awakened. Because especially this Navratri, this is Chaitra Navratri. What is this Navratri called? Chaitra. Chaitra Navratri, it's about awakening. It's like the world becomes so conscious again because it comes during the spring season. So many beautiful flowers, there's bounty everywhere, as though Dhalti Mata herself is rejuvenating and there's revival. So what is this bhajan saying? Well, it is describing all the very beautiful features of the Divine Mother, especially her very charming smile. It's a great lesson. How do you feel when you see someone grumpy? How do you like being in the company of someone grumpy? None of us like that, okay? We want to be in a place that is pleasant, in company that is pleasant. So Divine Mother, always she is smiling. As her bhaktas come before her, her smile becomes more and more prominent while we worship through our many offerings and our praises. So the bhajan, Jai Bolo. Jai Bolo means what? Say, chant, victory to Bhavani Ma. Who is Bhavani Ma? She is Jagad Amba, the mother of the whole creation. So we sing her victory. Please sing and clap along. Immerse yourself in the worship of Divine Mother as much as you can, as best as you can. Boliye Jagadambe Maiya ki Jai. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani.
Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani.
Amba Bhavani Jagadamba Bhavani.
Amba Bhavani Jagadamba Bhavani.
Amba Bhavani Jagadamba Bhavani.
Amba Bhavani Jagadamba Bhavani.
Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani. Bolo
Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani.
Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani.
Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani.
साध किया मैया मगना भई है.
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 साध किया मुस्कानी भवानी.
साध किया मुस्कानी भवानी.
जय बोलो
जगदम्बा भवानी. जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी.
जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी.
जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी.
पियरी देखी मैया मगना भई है.
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 सिंदूर देखी मुस्कानी भवानी.
सिंदूर देखी मुस्कानी भवानी.
जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी.
जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी.
जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी.
जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी.
पुरिया देखी मैया मगना भई है.
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 जैया देखी मुस्कानी भवानी.
जैया देखी मुस्कानी भवानी.
जय हो जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी.
जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी.
जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी.
जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी.
होमित देखी मैया मगना भई है.
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 चकिया देखी मुस्कानी भवानी.
चकिया देखी मुस्कानी भवानी.
जय हो
जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी. जय
Jagadamba Bhavani. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani. Boliye Jagadambe Mata ki. I think after that vibrant bhajan, the Jaikad can be a little more vibrant, and we have a little competition from next door if you are hearing. Boliye Jagadambe Mata ki. They must be singing Jaikad, Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani in their own language as well. Animals also are very intelligent. So our pravachan, our katha, this is Devi Yajna. And kathas will usually come from the Devi Bhagavata or Devi Mahatmya, all of these different shastras in praise of Divine Mother. And I hope I'll get to start some of that towards the end. But certainly tomorrow and the last night, we'll have a lot more of Devi Bhagavat, because I want to share some verses from Ramayana. It's not Ramayana Yajna, but because it is so connected and so related and so on point in terms of why Divine Mother takes avatar, I thought I will start with that this evening. So we'll see how much we can get through. Of course, we will continue into tomorrow and then the day after. Now, you know, when we read, if we do read, and we don't like to read too much these days, so we read very short things. So when we read, when we listen to the kathas of Devi Bhagavat and Devi Mahatmya, we see the Divine Mother engaged again and again and again in some really ferocious battles, very terrible battles. And some of them, if you look at them in detail, they seem quite bizarre, very bizarre. And some of these battles, they get very gruesome, so that sometimes it can be unpalatable at times, because the asuras and the rakshasas, they never seem to die easily. Have you ever thought of that? Rakshasas and asuras, you know, nisicharas, demons, they never seem to die easily. So you see the Divine Mother, she has to evoke so much of her Shakti, her power, all her destructive energies to save the world and to establish Dharma, to protect the bhaktas. So the battles are very gruesome. And it could seem that all Mother is doing, all Devi Ma is doing is what? Fighting. When you read, when you follow the kathas. And this is the underlying theme of every Navratri. Okay, just think of this. And something which we can take as a personal commitment. There are three words. Whenever I use the Devi Kathas and we are doing the Devi Kathas, I said one takeaway we should always have is that we must slay the asuras. Slay the asuras. Destroy the asuras. Slay the rakshasas. Destroy the rakshasas. Where are they? Where are the rakshasas? Why are you all pointing like this? You see this? You take the kathas at a very personal level. Where are the asuras and the rakshasas? Where do we find them? Of course, there are many that are outside. There are many around us, external ones. But our target when we worship for Navratri and when we listen to these kathas, our target should be the asuras that are within us. Is there anyone here who is free of that? Show me your hand. There's nothing negative or destructive at all in your heart and in your mind. You don't think anything bad. You don't say anything bad. You don't do anything bad. Show me your hand, quick. Umesh, that's a half hand. Oh, you're pointing to Cindy. What is this? All right, I am not going there. Okay? Just see. In a very practical way. our Shastras speak to us to help us with our day-to-day living. How we navigate this life and how we live in this world and how we reconcile all the things we have to do through all the challenges. So Navaratri, it really teaches us how to empower ourselves and how to equip ourselves so that we will be very firm and dedicated in our resolve to slay the Asuras. So let's see what are these Rakshasic or Asuric, however you want to describe it, these tendencies, these habits that we have. When we look at a very interesting character, very well-known character. If I ask you, in all the yagyas and all the satsangs that you probably would have gone to, who is the most famous of all the Rakshasas? Who is it? Most notorious. He's so notorious and so famous that every year we organize a spectacular cremation for him. And it's the biggest night of any Ram Leela because everyone wants to go to see Ravan get in, not burn. We're going to see Ravan get in, burn. Right? It's a big night. So Ravan is an interesting study. And this is why I thought we'll start with someone that you know well, that you are familiar with. Because I am just laying the foundation, like when you are building a house, you need a real good foundation so that you can build the house well. So we will build on our Devi Kathas by looking at Ravana. And I want to start by sharing a few chaupais because they really are on point. And it is from the Dharti Vilap Katha. Okay, the Katha is called Dharti Vilap. It is about the lament and the plight of Mother Earth. Now, when you think of Navaratri, just see, right? Navaratri. If I ask you, who are the divine mothers that we worship or that we should worship during Navaratri? What will be your answer? Generally, look, Prashanta is pointing in front. Durga Ji, Mahalakshmi Mata, Saraswati Mata, and that's a correct answer. But we also forget that there are so many other manifestations of Devi, and one of the most important is the earth. We say Mother Earth. Okay, Dharti Mata. So this katha, while it may seem it's Rama in katha, it's really about Devi. And it's about Mother. One of the names for her is Bhu Devi. Dharti Mata, Mother Earth. When we are worshipping and we do puja, the first salutation is not to any of the deities, the Pradhan Devata there in the Vedi. The first salutation before we sit, what we do? Indra, Dharti Pranam. We bow to Mother Earth. Now I gave you a hint. So we have, yes, these mothers. We are seeing Dharti Mata. You all know any other Devis? Any other mothers? Who is this? Someone said? Don't be afraid, it's family yagya. We can share, we can make a mistake also. Someone gave an answer just now. So we have Dharti Mata. Oh, of course, our own mothers. Yes, indeed. The mothers who have brought us into this world. What about Ganga Mata? Ganga Mata, water. We invoke again. First, puja starts with what? Chirkain, Ganga. You see how Devi is all around. Huh? Ganga Mata. Anything you can think of again? Gauri, Gau, Dhenu, the cow. Mother Earth is going to take the form of a cow. Devi. What about Tulsi Mata? The plant also. So we are surrounded, and constantly through all our forms of worship, we encounter the Divine Mother. So we are going to see this Dharti Vilap Katha, and we are going to listen from the lips of Dharti Mata herself, and from the narrative we will see what happens. Why is it necessary for Divine Mother to take manifestation? So let us join in a few verses of Chaupai. Remember, the main man we are looking at tonight is Ravan. Ravan. Let's join. Jaya Ram Shri Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Kal Pai Muni Soi Raja, Muni Soi Raja, Bhayau Nisachar Sahit Samaja, Sahit Samaja. Bolo Jaya Ram Shri Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Das sir tahi bis bhuj danda, bis bhuj danda, Ravan naam bir bari banda, bir bari banda. Jai Ram Shri Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Chalat dasanan dolati ani, dolati ani, puni puni singha nar kari bhari, nar kari bhari. Jaya Ram Shri Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Ran mar matta pirai jagadhava, pirai jagadhava, pratibhat khojat katahu na pava, katahu na pava. Bolo Jai Ram Shri Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Ram Shri Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Boliye Siyapati Ramchandra ki dharti. Night. What does Nisi mean? Night. Now it's night time. Okay? And Chad. Chad means chal. Those who move in the night, they are what? Nisachar. So that's all of us, because look, we're moving around in the night. We come to Yagya in the night. We're traveling. We're doing so many things in the night. No, that's not what it means. This is why we don't take our shastras literally. The night is dark. Isn't that so? There's darkness. So those who move or who dwell in mental darkness, they are called what? Nisichar or Nisachar. This is a description of Ravan, or the words that we know well, Rakshasa or Asura. Okay? So das sir tahi bisa bhujadanda. So here, the king is born. The people, the inhabitants of the earth, all the creatures, all the beings, they were terrified. They trembled. Puni puni singha nar kari bhari. As he rolled the whole place, he was seeking those, searching out those with whom he could fight and have combat, those whom he could terrorize, and he was mad. This is what is described here. Rana mada matta. Mad, thirsty for blood, as we say. This is why sometimes when we see Devi Maya, when we see Kali Mata and we see all the blood, sometimes we don't understand the symbolism of all of it. And we'll see if we can get to all of that. Pratibhata khojata katahu na pava. So as Ravan's behavior, which caused fear and which caused terror, the devas and all the people, they went into hiding. Right? Because they wanted to feel what? Safe and they wanted to feel secure. They wanted to save themselves. So everyone went into hiding. So this is a description we are seeing of Ravan. All right? What about his army? What about the rest of the Rakshasas and the family? Dekhata bhima rupa sab papi. This word comes again. Nisichara nikara deva paritapi. They took on very terrible forms. And they were very sinful and wicked in every way as they tormented the lives of others. I want you to listen to these words carefully. Jehi bidhi hoi dharma nirmula so sab karahi bera pratikula. What is prescribed and written in our shastras, in our sacred texts, all their actions were contrary to that. So they didn't follow any of the sacred teachings and they did everything in their power. Jehi vedi hoi dharma nirmula. Everything that they could do to eradicate dharma, to destroy goodness, that was how their actions were oriented. Now you tell me, does this scenario sound familiar? Prashant, it sounds familiar? What does it sound like? She says like the times right now. It sounds like the world we are living in right now. If you read these descriptions, you will think this is written for now. And this is the beauty of our shastras. It is not something that is locked into a certain time period or a certain era. It's relevant all the time. What are we doing? There's no place where it is not. It exists everywhere. And it's potential in every person. When you look at the highest levels of leadership and management and even to the common person, the layman on the street, we encounter this. We want to give a guy a drop in the car. And I told Krishna, I said, don't pick he up, because we don't know who it is. It's a strange person, right? You want to do the correct thing. It's what is called Dharma Sankat. You're not sure what to do. So our world has become very troubled and very turbulent. And in the midst of all of this that we have just described, Navratri, it provides us, worship of Divine Mother, of Devi Ma, it provides us with what is needed to maintain calm and to maintain order. It provides hope. And I was having a conversation yesterday with someone, right? And I'll share this because it was very interesting. Sometimes you might think, what difference can I make? What can I do? When you think of the larger scheme of things and all that is happening, and who is not corrupt and who is not deceptive, and it's very overwhelming because you feel like what you can do will not make a difference, right? But don't be focused on that. Our Shastras teach us, Navratri teaches us, don't be focused on what other people are doing or not doing. You focus on what you need to do. And you do that. Can you imagine if there were no good people in the world? Just think of it. We are the good people, huh? We are the Sajjan. Sometimes I feel the kathas, it's being told to the wrong people. Because we are the good people, but they are good reminders. Can you imagine if our world had no good people? If our world did not have people who were making small efforts to cope with what? Big troubles. What will happen? It's as though we have to maintain that balance between dharma and adharma. So the more and more good people will make a big difference. So you do your little part. Do what is required. The others are doing or not doing. So like let's say Siddhi. Siddhi, which subject you don't like in school? Don't tell me all you know. Acha. Look at trouble. Huh? Biology. All right? So Siddhi says she doesn't like biology in school, right? So if she says, well, and that's the one you have to work what? Hardest at. The one that you don't like, that you are probably not doing very well in, it's the one that you have to work hardest at. So if Siddhi goes to school and she looks at the whole class and she says, well, them not doing any work, they not studying, why should I? What will happen, Siddhi? If you look at what others are doing or not doing, and you don't do what you are supposed to do, what will happen? You fail. So very simple, very, I'm not studying either. Or even if you go to work, many of us, we go to work, right? I am the only person working here. Nobody else is doing work. And you say, I won't do my fair share. Is that correct? It's not correct. Don't bother with, do what is required of you. Okay? So this question will always be there. What can I do to make the difference? It seems like I can do nothing. But there's a beautiful katha also from our oral tradition. It's who had the expertise. So Hanuman and Angad and Sugriv and all of them, they were bringing, the description is so beautiful, all of the mighty trees and whatever they could find, and they were filling it in the ocean, right? Big warriors doing very big work. Squirrel, small fellow, right? And he's looking at it. And what does he do? He goes and in the katha, I'm just sharing it, he rolls in the sand on the seashore, and he comes and he will shake his body. And all those little holes in between, like you need the cement to put it together, or best, and leave the rest. Often people share like this. So what is the most critical requirement of this time, of our time? We have looked at that description of Ravan's Raj, the rule of Ravan, the advent, the coming, the birth of Ravan, and what was happening. What is the most critical requirement? Or what was it at that time, and what is it at this time as well? It remains the same thing. We need dharmic living. That's it. We need people to live according to Sanatana Dharma. And we need Dharma to be at optimum level. Okay, the highest expressions of Dharma is what is the need of our time. So let's see Dharti Mata, who is Devi, Bhudevi. What does she do? She makes a move. When there's something that needs to get done, and you can probably make it possible, do you stay quiet? No. You have to make your move. So Dharti Mata is terribly distressed, we will see. But she seeks a solution. She seeks answers. So let us hear what the Chaupais will tell us. Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Giri Sar Sindhu Bhar Nahi Mohi Bhar Nahi Mohi Jas Mohi Garua Ek Par Drohi Ek Par Drohi Bolo Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Sakal Dharma Dekhai Viparita Dekhai Viparita Kahi na sakai Ravan Bhaya Bhita Ravan Bhaya Bhita Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Jai Jai विचारी गई तहाँ जह सुर मुनि झारी सुर मुनि झारी बोलो जय राम श्री राम जय जय रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा जय जय रामा जय राम श्री राम जय जय रामा जय जय रामा बोलिए सियापति रामचंद्र की धरती माता की जगदम्बे मैया की हर हर महादेव. Today is Tuesday, Bhagwan Shiva's day, so we also sing his praises as well. So what is it telling us here in these chaupais? Giri Sadi Sindhu Bhar Nahi Mohi. Dharti Mata is speaking. She's describing her emotions, all right? So this is Divine Mother who is speaking. And she's saying the weight of the mountains. How heavy is a mountain? Well, one little smart little child said, Auntie, it depends on the size of the mountain. Yes, sure, you know. So how heavy is the weight of the rivers, the force, the energy of the rivers and the oceans. The Giri, the Sadi and the Sindhu Bhad, it is not so heavy. This is Devi, Dhati Mata speaking. It is not so burdensome. Jasa mohi gadua ek paradrohi. What does ek mean? Ek, one. So Mother is saying, nothing is as heavy as one person who is cruel and unkind to others. Nothing is as heavy as that for me. This is what Dharti Mata is saying. And she was looking, Sakala Dharma. This word Dharma comes. If you're listening to the chaupais, you'll see how many times Dharma is emphasized. Our need at this time is Dharma, dharmic living, that which upholds and sustains everything. So Sakala Dharma dekhai viparita. She saw that all the things that were good, all the things that were noble, all the things that were virtuous, viparita, they were being reversed. Turned upside down. Actually, there's an asana called Viparita Asana, isn't it? Yes, we have two yoga masters here, yoga teachers. Viparita Asana, where the feet go up in the air like this, and the body is held in a certain posture, and the head is below. So as though what? Upside down. So she's looking and she's seeing that everything, the word here is used, Viparita. Kahi na sakai Ravana bhaya bita. Bhaya means fear. Okay. When you are terrified, you're scared. Who are you scared of? Who had caused this fear? Ravana. His name is given. And everyone was as though cowering and silent, because there's this sense of hope, where you feel you can't do anything. Dharti Mata herself is wondering what to do. Her own vichar. Dhenu rupa dhari hridaya vichari. Vichari means when you are thinking, when you are contemplating and you are reflecting on what to do, what next, what can be done. So after reflecting on the way forward to save the world and to save her own self, Dhenu rupa. She took the form of a cow. Cow again what? Devi, Divine Mother, manifestation of Shakti. Gai taha jaha sura muni jhari. So if you are ill, okay, my dear cousin is here. Look how I will tease him now. If I am feeling sick and his cousin is a great mechanic, I'll say, let me go by the mechanic. Is that what you will do? Well, if the car is sick, yes, Veraji, you'll carry the car. Yes, if the car is sick. Right? So, if I am unwell, I will go to the doctor. Okay? If there's a problem, yes, with the car or something, I will go to the mechanic. If there's something that needs fixing in the house, whatever, plumbing, some of us are fortunate, we have jack of all trades living with us, but something we need to construct, to build, we might go to an architect or a contractor or a builder. So when we want answers, we have to go to the correct place and to the correct source, to the right source of guidance. Okay? So Dharti Mata, where does she go? Gai taha jaha sura muni jhari. She went to where the Devas and the Munis were. Never mind, they were as though what? Hiding, because they themselves what? Terrified. Just like how we talk amongst ourselves. Well, what to do these days whenever you meet anyone? Now, everyone is talking about all of the horrific murders of children and people senseless. And we'll see that, you know. So we are talking about it, dialoguing, because we also want to do something. We may not know the correct way and what to do, but we discuss. So she goes to the Devas and the Munis, because they are the one who could give guidance as to the course of action, and such persons, the Devas, the Munis, the Gurus, the elders, the parents, the grandparents, they will provide solace. So in the opening Chaupais, when I was sharing the Chaupais, the very first one, it says, Chalata dasanana dolati ani. All right, dasanan. It emphasizes often, when you look at descriptions of Ravana, you see this idea of das, of 10 coming up again and again. Another word also we'll see is dasamukha, okay? The 10-faced or the 10-headed. And this is not by chance. Our great sun poets, they don't write or compose anything by chance, like for a filler or anything for extra. It's an indicator of Ravan's mental condition. And these 10 heads, they are interpreted in many different ways. In this instance, our Jnanindriyas and our Karmindriyas, very simply put, our sense organs of action and our sense organs of perception, seeing, touching, tasting, smelling, walking, moving, all of these things. In Ravana, they had gone out of control. So when this happens, the mental condition, it's not stable. It's not settled. One is not thinking clearly. This is why mental darkness. And when the senses go out of control, there's what? Senseless. It's senseless. As we are seeing all around. And this is when Rakshasa tendencies awaken. This is when it awakens. And we human beings, we are divine by nature. Our Shastras remind us again and again, Shrinvantu Amritasya Putraha, that we are children of immortal bliss. We are children of immortality. We are divine. This is who we are, right? But when we look around, we don't what? See this, because we have lost our way. Navaratri, all of these kathas, it is to bring us back. So when this happens, like I said, the mind, it becomes very corrupt. It becomes very destructive. And once there is destructive, negative, corrupt thinking, what will the behavior be like? It will be reflected in every action. So I am just sharing with you these 10 vices or habits that the 10 heads of Ravana signify. Ahankar, abhiman, ego. Okay? Don't get it mixed up, okay? You better have pride and feel good about yourself. Okay? When you achieve something, you feel good, you celebrate your success. But when you become what? Abhimani, arrogant. This is what it cautions. Abhimani Ravan. There's a line that describes him like this. The arrogant Ravan would not listen to anyone. Amanavata means cruelty. Where you are cruel, not just to human beings, but you are cruel what? To the plants and to the creation, to the world, to the earth. Anyaya. Anyaya means injustice. Injustice. There's no justice for us. Sometimes we don't even want to call those who in authority who we feel can help us. Right? Just see all of this. Kama. Kama means obsession, where we are lusting after something that we may not necessarily need. Okay, so don't confuse your need with your... Y'all understand? What we need is very different from what we might want. Look, Miss Guilty right here. All right? So just be conscious of this. Krodha. Krodha, anger. All right? Ravan, when you see him, often he is very angry. Very rarely do you ever encounter a calm Ravana who is not agitated. Lobha, greed. How many arms? Bisabhuja, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's not enough. Wants everything for himself. Mad means that false pride. Matsarya. What did Ravan give? What did Ravan have? Material and all of these things. Right? Like this yagya, this family is what? Giving, sharing. What did Ravana give? He only gave trouble. Huh? Yes, he gave Shivatandav. Yes, Vedaji. He was a great... And this is why I wanted to share Ravan. Because Ravan represents someone who has simply lost his way. These dancers, when they are dancing, they dance Shivatandava. Ravan composed the lyrics of Shivatandava. He was such a great scholar. And he was such a wonderful Shiva Bhakta. Okay, what happened? He just lost his way because of these habits and vices. Moha, illusion, you know. What he's seeing, he's not able to see the reality of things. Illusion. Like me, I always like to tell my story from in front of the mandir. When we had finished cleaning, I saw this thing curled up like this, and I told the girl Josanne, I said, snake, Josanne, snake. So I said, go and get the broom, and I told her, bring the long cobweb broom because we could hook it far and send it away. We still had the open yard of the mandir at that time. So she said, yes, Auntie Geet. So she went and she got the long cobweb broom and she's hooking it. It moving, like it's still alive. I said, well, hook it and send it in the bushes. So then, like, she got a little brave. I was still quite far, right? And she was going nearer. She said, but this is a piece of rubber. It's somebody's fan belt that burst out from the car, and it was there in the yard. But what? We are seeing something that became our reality, right? But that was not the reality. The same thing happened with Ravan. What he was seeing, he saw Sri Rama as an enemy. Okay, the one who is the friend of the world. He saw as the enemy. And then Swartha. Swartha means when you are very selfish. Okay, it's about me alone. This is not dharmic living. Dharma challenges you to think beyond yourself, to extend yourself. Navratri challenges us to do all of this. So in the Devi Bhagavata, so see how much I have shared about Ravan, okay? Because in the Devi Bhagavata, the Rakshasas, the Asuras, they also personify all of these 10 vices, all of these 10 traits. And I was making a short list, and then I said, you know what, this list, not short, it's getting long. As I said at the beginning, you see Divine Mother, she's constantly fighting Rakshasas, and some of the well-known ones, Shumbha, Nishumbha, Chanda, Munda, Madhu, Kaitabha, Dhumralochana, Raktabij, Mahishasura, and I could have added on a whole other set to the list. This is just few of them who were so powerful. So many different names throughout the course of time and throughout Devi Bhagwat for those who embody dharmic traits. Okay? The traits and the forms and the manifestations, it may change from time to time. But the Rakshasa intention, right? It doesn't change. This is why one of my of our acharyas, he used to tell us, we need more than 4 Navratris. You all know we have 4 Navratris, right? Do you know that? No, we are accustomed, I don't know if the child said yes, we are accustomed to 2 Navaratris. One is going on now, Chaitra, which comes just at the springtime, and then just before Diwali, there's the Sharad Navaratri, and they are seasonal. We don't really have those seasons here. And there are 2 others. There's Ashada or Gupta Navaratri, and there is Magha Navaratri also. Those who are Shaktas, the Shakti worshippers, they celebrate these 4. So our Acharya Ji Guru, he used to say, we need Navaratri every month. Right? Because we have so much to destroy and to deal with within our own selves. So the Rakshasas, as I said, the forms may change, but these tendencies, they remain the same. So I am reading 3 verses of Devi Bhagavata to close, and tomorrow we will continue. So this is taken from the opening verses of chapter 12 of book 10 of the Devi Bhagavata. Mahishi Garbha Sambhuto Mahabala Parakramaha Devan Sarvan Parajitya Mahisho Bhu Jagat Prabhu. Just as we saw, Ravan was born, and what happened when he's born? See, the powerful Mahisha was born, and he took the form of the buffalo. This is depicted many times during Navratri. Who is this Mahisha? He had defeated the Devas. He had combat with them, and he had defeated them. And what did he do? He declared himself as the ruler of the world. Mahisho Bhu Jagat Prabhu. Who do you call Prabhu? Huh? Prabhu is Bhagwan. Prabhu Sri Ram. Okay? So he's saying, I am Prabhu. Mahisha. So I am the master. I am the Lord of all the worlds. Tataha parajitaha sarve Deva Swarga Paruchyutaha Brahmanam cha puraskritya Te Jagamurlokam Uttamam. So what is it saying? The Devas dejected, just like Dharti Mata, they were expelled from their abodes where they were living. They were not safe there, so they had to go into hiding. And they decided, let us go to Brahmaji and appoint him as our leader, and let us. So where you go and to whom you go for help. And then what did Brahmaji do? He went to Bhagwan Shiva and to Bhagwan Vishnu. Just as Dharti Mata would have done, she would have gone to the Devas, and they started to report about all their encounters with Mahishasura and all that had taken place so far. Devanam, the Devas. Devanam chaiva sarvesham sthanani tarasasuraha vinirjajya swayam bhunkte. Bhunkte means when you are enjoying. Vinirjajya swayam bhunkte bala viryam adodhataha. The Devas are describing their plight, and in telling Bhagwan Shiva and Bhagwan Vishnu about what is happening, they are saying the tyranny of Mahishasura, it has become unbearable. We cannot handle it. We cannot manage it. We cannot tolerate it anymore. He has seized, he has looted all our possessions. In other words, what? He's a real big thief. You know, like Ravan. Ravan did not build the golden city of Lanka. He had usurped that city from Kuber. Okay? So he also looted. Alright? So he has seized Mahishasura. He has looted all our possessions and denied all our rights. And he is bhungte. He is enjoying everything that belongs to us. How is this different from the time that we are living in now? Katha Shastra, that's written for now. So how will Divine Mother, how will Devi Ma slay all of these asuras that we have looked at? What guidance will she give to us? How will she manifest? In what form and in what ways? We will see that tomorrow night when we will continue with verses of Devi Bhagavata. So we will chant a few verses of Mahishasura Mardini Stotra. We are trying to keep a lot of our traditional Devi chants as part of the Yajna. And when this is finished, we will do Purnahuti and close with Arati. Every day we are going to try to finish by 8:30. Why? Rakshasas out there, we want you to reach home safely at a good and decent time. So Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini. We praise that one who is the destroyer of the Mahishasura. Those of you who are familiar with it, do join with us. Ai Giri Nandini Nandita Medini Vishwa Vinodini Nandanute Girivada Vindhya Sirodini Vasini Vishnu Vilasini Jishnu Nute Bhagavati Heshiti Kantha Kutumbini Bhuri Kutumbini Bhuri Krute Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute Bo Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute Suravada Varshini Durdhada Dharshini Durmukha Marshini Harshadate Tribhuvana Poshini Shankara Toshini Kalmashamoshini Ghoshadate Danujani Roshini Diti Sutaroshini Durmada Shoshini Sindhu Sude Balo Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sude Bo Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sude Ai Jagadamba Madamba Kadamba Vana Priya Vasini Hasadate Shaila Sude Ai Shatakhanda Vikhandita Runda Vitundita Shunda Gajadhipate Ripu Gajaganda Vidharana Chanda Parakrama Shunda Mrigadhipate Nija Bhuja Danda Nipatita Khanda Vipatita Munda Vatadhipate Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute Bo Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute Airana Durmada Shatru Vadhodhita Durdhada Nirjada Shakti Brute Chatura Vichara Durina Mahashiva Duta Krita Pramathadhipate Durita Duriha Durashaya Durmati Danava Duta Pratandamate Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute Bo Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute Bo Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute Bo Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura सम्यक्पर्णिनि शैलसुते बोलिए जगदम्बे माता की जय हर हर महादेव. Please stand and we join in the Purnahuti offering, the final offering and the Havan. In the mantra we praise that divinity, that energy that is Purna, total and complete without beginning and end, like a circle. After this we'll have arati. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Purnagum Swaha Om Sarvam Vai Purnagum Swaha Om Sarvam Vai Purnagum Swaha. Offer Achman. Om Sarva Papaharam Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Maya Dattam Achmanyatam Purushottama Harihi Om Iti Achmaniyam Samarpayami. We praise Divine Mother with arati offering Sunmedi Devi. सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया सुनो मेरी देवी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया बोलो सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल ले तेरी भेंट चढ़ाया ले तेरी भेंट चढ़ाया हो सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया सुवचोले तेरी अंग विराजे सुवचोले तेरे अंग विराजे सुवचोले तेरे अंग विराजे सुवचोले तेरे अंग विराजे केसर तिलक लगाया केसर तिलक लगाया हो सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया बोलो सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया नंगे पग तेरे आकर आया 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 सोने का छत्र चढ़ाया सोने का छत्र चढ़ाया हो सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया हो सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया सत्ययुग द्वापर त्रेता Jagadambe Mata Ki Jai. If you have some flowers, just everyone take one flower for offering for the closing mantras. I invite you, we've shared beautifully katha, wonderful vibrations, bhajans, chanting, kirtan. We collect all of that within ourselves as we put our hands together, close our eyes, and we pray. We pray for everyone and everything. O Divine Mother, may you protect and bless everyone. Save us, guide us. Om Durjano Sajano Bhuyat Sajana Shanti Mapnuyat Shanto Mucheta Bandhebhyo Muktas Shanyan Vimochayet Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahi Mahisha Gobrahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Dhyav Shantir Antariksha Gum Shanti Prithvi Shantir Apa Shantir Aushadaya Shantir Vanaspataya Shantir Vishve Deva Shantir Brahma Shanti Sarva Gum Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. We join in very vibrant and powerful Jaikar. May the energy bless all of us and bless this home and this family. Boliye Gajanan Swami ki, Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki, Umapati Mahadev ki, Jagadambe Mata ki, Pavanasuta Hanuman ki, Siyapati Ramachandra ki, Goswami Tulsidas ki, Trinidad or Tobago Desh ki, Boliye Sri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki, Jai, 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 Sitaram. Please take your seats, everyone. Offer your flowers there and be seated. Someone please pass the arati for the